Catacomb of Priscilla in Rome. The year was 200 to 400 Common Era. The date would be late 2nd to 4th century. Artist of the catacomb was unknown, early Christian artist. The location of the Catacomb of Priscilla was in Rome, Italy. It had medium, as seen in this picture to the right, fresco. It had fresco and underground tufa walls. But what you're going to see throughout the catacombs is an earthy, tone, neutral, tan color, and a little bit of red. But you can see right here, this is the color that they were going for throughout the Catacombs of Priscilla. Next slide is the background. As you can see here to the picture to the right, Jesus Christ, the central figure. They focused on humans, central figure, and Jesus Christ, as it was a Christianity religion. You can see the red outline here, more of the warm, earthy tones. Christians practiced in the secret before 313 Common Era, the Edict of Milan. Catacombs were burial sites plus worship spaces. That's where they went to go bury people and went to go worship, as seen in this picture. The philosophical and historical part of the catacombs was an early focus on salvation, resurrection, and eternal life. Christianity was still a persecuted minority faith. The catacombs represented a period of humble, imaginary, and avoided imperial grandeur. It emphasized a community plus prayer. So we see in this picture to the right, they had a lot of human figures to the left here, 3 human figures in the middle, 1 to the right, and they probably had 3 right here. But they did outline with the red. They had rectangles around Jesus Christ. Was on top of the roof, as seen in many churches. He's always, you can very easily see him when you walk in anywhere in a Christian prayer place. Form analysis was an early Christian art, symbolic, not naturalistic. Subject: Christ as the Good Shepherd, orient praying figures, and biblical scenes. It had Daniel and Jonah. The shapes were mostly organic, the figures simplified and symbolic. It had a flat perspective, with a shallow depth, which implied spiritual space. And seen in this picture right here, you had the soft outlines, which suggest rather than define. You have the red, green, earthy tones that they and green up here as well. They really went with these colors in the catacombs. The balance was symmetrical groupings with simple compositions. They did a really good job here blending in the colors with their lines and shapes. It looks like they had a teal with a blue kinda involved in this painting. The form analysis part 2 of a picture right here to the right. A lot of green was used here with the nice, it was like an earthy color on top, kind of like fading down. But it had warm tones, orchid, reds, and greens. The value was flat, minimal shading. Composition was closed, unified around central figures, as we talked about in slide 2. The form was organic, non-naturalistic. The texture was rough. You see here it is kind of like rickety due to the fresco medium underground walls. So that's just due to the underground catacombs, or just underground. If you're going to build underground, it's going to be like that. The scale was a hieratic scale, importance shown by size, not realism. This would be the art analysis of the Catacombs of Priscilla.